right, let's talk to our good buddy Harlan Mitchell. Harlan, we've known you about 10 years now, I guess, over here.
At
You've
least.
been our attorney for that long, and everybody knows you from being an attorney down in Birmingham. Then you moved up here and handle a lot of divorces, stuff like that. Why do you want to be, I know this is something you've been thinking about for a long time. You just didn't all of a sudden wake up and say, hey, I want to be circuit court judge.
No, I've been wanting to do this for a while. I think that my experience sets me apart a little bit in that I've been in so many different courtrooms and before so many different judges that I have a different perspective on what we can possibly accomplish here. And one of the things I'd like to see us do, if we can find the funding for it, is to do a mental health court. We've got veterans sitting in the Limestone County Jail charged with small misdemeanor crimes simply because we have no place to put them. And they need, you know, the new mental health facility being built will be beneficial, but that's for people who can live on their own. Some of the people we've got up there need intensive care.
They're in jail?
They do.
And there's no place to put them. And the VA can't take them. They just don't have any place to put them. So that's one of the things I'd like to see us do to try to help. We've got a serious mental health problem in this country, and nobody seems to be addressing it.
All right, you've been out and doing everything. You've got two friends of yours basically running against you in this race here. There's three of you guys in it. What makes you, and that was one good reason, what makes you more qualified than those other two besides just being doing it for so long?
How long exactly have you been doing this?
Well, I was a police officer for 12 years here in the city, a police officer and a canine officer, and then I've been practicing law for 20 years. So really I've got about 32 years of experience in the legal field. I know what it takes to put people in jail. I've got people who've been on death row from when I was on the police department. I've defended people who were headed to death row. I know what it takes to get them there, get the conviction, and to keep them in prisons rather than me walking the streets. Also, I have tried more cases in the last 5 years than almost anybody in town. And my only question is, if you were going on trial, wouldn't you want your judge to have trial experience?
Almost definitely.
Yeah, you certainly would. All right, this is your first campaign.
It is.
What have you learned? Because we're down to last weekend.
That there's a lot of places and a lot of people in Limestone County. And while we're supposed to be a small county, it's a lot to cover.
Well, I know it's the smallest county of all 67 geographically, but
ever.
So you've gone to every grocery store, every breakfast diner there has been, and every ball game that there could be played.
Well, I've tried to make as many as I could. Now, there's been some that I just couldn't make.
But you're so easily accessible, too.
Right,
Your office is right there downtown. People can call you with any questions. What you used to do, probably what you still do for fathers' rights, that's huge, too. So, a lot of good things.
So have you always wanted to be a judge? I mean, you got the look of a judge.
Yeah.
Well, I've just, over the last few years, it's something that just sort of has come to me that maybe I think I could make a difference. And that's the main reason. I just want to make a difference in people's lives, and I think I can do that as the judge.
Well, I bet you've done a lot of walking, too.
Done quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I don't forget Harlan sponsored Chili Challenge. You saw a great interview we had with him down there this past Saturday. So what's your weekend? Where are you going to be all weekend?
Well, the first place I'll be will be at the County for the Cure at the Sheriff's Arena. And then it's just wherever I check the calendar and see where I've got to go, and that's where I'll be.
You're getting ready, and then Tuesday, urging everyone to get out and vote. Now, this is a county-wide election.
It is.
I know the results that night. So, I mean, but you've been planning this for, what, a couple of years. I know you wanted to get into it. Y'all probably seen Harlan's billboards up now 565 coming and going to and from Huntsville down that way. Anything else we need to know that we may not know about Harlan Mitchell?
Just that I believe in doing what's right, and I believe if I get to be able to sit on the bench, I want to do what's right and fair to everyone.
Well, we've had some good ones in there. We have certainly had a long time. And once you guys get in, it's kind of hard to get somebody out of there.
You would think, too, with all that experience of trying the cases and then being a police officer as well, so seeing both sides of it, and you know everyone tells the truth in court getting there, you would be able to recognize that pretty quick.
Well, I think that's important, that you be able to discern the truth. Because, you know, sometimes as a lawyer, your job is to represent your client's best interest, and it's not in their best interest for the truth to come out sometimes. So as a judge, you've got to be able to find that truth and the evidence being put in front of you.
Good.
Well, you know, you judges, I don't see how you do it. I mean, it's hard.
Hard workers.
Yeah, and you got to send some people to death row sometimes and hear such heartbreaking stories and stuff like that. We just want to say good luck. You got our vote for sure because you've been a friend of ours, not only our attorney, Roy's too, up here yesterday. You do a lot of work for everybody, but you certainly got our vote. And go out and vote. Harlan Mitchell coming up on Tuesday. It's hard to believe it's already here. March 1st.
Go
Any
vote.
last words of wisdom, Judge?
I'd appreciate everybody's vote on March 1st.
All right. Thank you, Harlan. Y'all vote Harlan Mitchell on March 1st. We'll take a break. Y'all hang on.